attractive girls. Apparently Terry didn't like this, and whenever he hired a girl, he warned her to watch out for her boss. But when Sarah was hired and received this warning from Terry, she was still very naive, and so she thought that the guy was exaggerating. When the girl started working at the pizzeria, Harold started to socialize with her, and over time he gained her trust. He even picked her up from school, drove her to work, bought her things, and asked her to tell him what happened, and even told her to think of him as a father. But he also told her not to say anything to her mother about what was going on. So Sarah obeyed him, and her family never knew about the relationship. Parallel to her relationship with Harold, who she began to see as a father, at the age of 16, Sarah survived another rape. This time by a close friend. According to the girl, she and her friend were vacationing together when he pushed her onto a table. The table broke, the guy piled on top of her, raped her, and even burned her back with a cigarette. Obviously, all of this had an effect on Sarah, who through psychotherapy had already been able to cope with the abuse she suffered as a child. But with the new episode, the ghosts of the past came back into her life. Sarah went back to psychotherapy, and this time she was diagnosed with post-traumatic stress disorder. The situation quickly spiraled out of control, and the stress and depression intensified to the point where the teen tried to end her life. As a result, Sarah was placed in a psychiatric hospital for a period of time. There she received therapy as well as medication for rehabilitation. When Sarah got out of the hospital, she continued to take her medication and see a psychologist. This again started to help and get over everything she had been through. However, the situation at home was very stressful, and Sarah could not stand the atmosphere there. By the time the girl was hospitalized, she was no longer working at Harold's pizza place, but they kept in touch. He would pick her up from school, take her to lunch, and ask her about her life. The 50-year-old man saw an opportunity when Sarah was very vulnerable and decided to take advantage of it.